It or Not stars Samara Weaving and Adam Brody. It is directed by the directing collective Radio Silence. And if you are one of the handful of people that watched my ranking of the VHS segments, you will know that I am very high on their segment in VHS 1. This is a big goofy grin movie for me. Seeing Radio Silence in the opening credits made me very happy because I knew what to kind of expect from this. And I just had a big stupid grin on my face for every minute of this movie's running time. Plot surrounds a woman, played by Samara Weaving, who is marrying an heir of a gaming company, a board gaming company. And as tradition in this family, all the weddings have to happen in the family's mansion, and at midnight they play a game which is dictated to them by a magical box that they pull cards out of. This movie is a mix of the movie Clue. It has a lot of You're Next in there, which is a great movie directed by Adam Wingard, and a little sprinkling of House of the Devil. But if you've seen that segment in VHS, you know these guys' style. It's very black comedy. This is a dark, dark comedy. But man, it is just a riot. It is a ton of fun. It's one of those movies where I looked it up on Amazon afterwards and I said, how much is the Blu-ray? Oh yeah, Amazon doesn't sell Blu-rays anymore. They're impossible to find on their search because they want to push you to digital. Rant over. I loved this movie. Kidnap stars Academy Award winner Halle Berry. Plot is in the title. First act. A mother, played by Halle Berry, has her son kidnapped, and she chases after the kidnappers in her minivan. And that's more or less the entire film. A large chunk, I mean a large chunk of this movie, is reaction shots of Halle Berry saying, "Oh God," over and over. She says "oh God" so much that if you were to play a drinking game, where you were to take a shot every time she said "oh God," you would be dead. 3 times over. And the action scenes are orchestrated badly, they're bad shots with bad editing. There are sequences in this film where she does a maneuver with the car and you think, but now wouldn't she be on this side of them or farther back? Or it doesn't matter in the world of the film. It's just a car chase for the sake of having a car chase. There are parts in this movie where I laughed pretty hard. It gets incredibly silly in the third act. Let's just face it, it was silly throughout its entire running time. This is a bad movie with absolutely nothing going for it. Its logo does weirdly look like the NASCAR logo though. Is anyone getting that vibe? Is it just me? I don't know. It's a bad movie. Speaking of bad movies, Baywatch stars Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Zac Efron. One in a long line of television R-rated remakes. The Rock plays the head of Baywatch. Zac Efron plays a down-and-out, washed-up Olympic swimmer who moves to the city to redeem himself, and they get quickly put on the case of trying to find out who is dealing drugs in the city. I feel like the reason 21 Jump Street works so well was the friendship and the chemistry between Channing Tatum and Jonah Hill. And as much as they try, The Rock and Zac Efron just don't have that chemistry. Their relationship boils down to The Rock calling Zac Efron names. And that works in a movie like 21 Jump Street where the 2 main characters are 2 different types of characters. In a movie like this, it's just one buff dude making fun of another buff dude. There's only so much comedy to be derived from that. And there's a scene in the first act of this film that cribs directly from There's Something About Mary. And I didn't laugh through that entire sequence, I just thought, There's Something About Mary. Baywatch tries to be 21 Jump Street down to a T, and it does almost everything universally worse.